we incorporated more powerful, more efficient motors. And these motors both accelerate and decelerate faster while letting users control speed more accurately. This higher efficiency reduces the impact of battery life, even though we've increased the power. So users can be in the air for as long as 23 minutes. Next, we improved our renowned flight stabilization systems so they work seamlessly with the new motors to strengthen that feeling of control. Now, GPS has always been key to making the Phantom such a joy to fly. And the Phantom 3, in the Phantom 3, we've reconfigured the GPS system to use even more satellites. And by connecting with more satellites, the Phantom now tracks its location with superior accuracy, and it also establishes position lock much more quickly. The DJI Pilot app features a live map showing exactly where the Phantom 3 is at all times and what direction it's facing, so users always know where it is in the air. Now, how can we give users even more control? We weren't satisfied with simply upgrading existing systems, so we've harnessed the power of the Inspire 1's vision positioning system and have incorporated that into the Phantom 3. With 3 finely tuned sensors always monitoring the ground, the Phantom 3 is free to fly both indoors and incredibly close to the ground while holding position perfectly. And we understand that everybody has their own world that is unique to them, and it was really important for us to clarify how to fly the Phantom and to help you share your world with the people around you. Built off the DJI Pilot app that was first launched with the Inspire 1, the Phantom 3 app has been simplified for more intuitive use. In addition to the high-definition video feed, which is live, and the live map, the Pilot app features controls for camera tilt, photo and video capture, and full manual video camera settings, including exposure, white balance, and more. You can even share your work to SkyPixel, the leading platform for aerial photos and videos, and along with refining the app itself, we're also debuting 2 more features, which I'm particularly excited to talk about. We've completely integrated YouTube live streaming into the DJI Pilot app. Now, sharing a live video of your flight is literally as easy as tapping on a button. Almost instantly, anyone, anywhere in the world, can experience what it's like to fly and can watch, comment on, and share what you're doing. Now, for a professional video editor, an image like this is pretty familiar. I think I see at least one person a week on the video team assume this position, and that's because editing videos is really hard. It's time-consuming, and it takes a level of precision that most people just don't have the patience for. And from that adversity, our second new feature in the DJI Pilot app, which is called Director, aims to solve that problem. Now, the first of its kind, Director is an automated video editing system. Director creates awe-inspiring montages of your favorite aerial clips, and that means that the days of sitting at your computer sorting through hours of footage just to find your favorite moments could be over. Now, Director does all of the work for you and puts together a video, which is literally as simple as flagging the moments you like while you're flying. Director integrates music into your videos to create some extra flair, and by the time you land, you'll have a video ready to share. And speaking of sharing, your finished video can be uploaded to YouTube, Youku, Facebook, Instagram. Now, this event is being broadcast live on YouTube. It's also being broadcast live on Youku to audiences in China. Now, both YouTube live streaming and Director will revolutionize how we see and share aerial imaging with the world. And we're really excited to see what people do with these features when you get your Phantom 3s. So how can we help new users fly better? I remember when I got my first Phantom, and I was a little nervous. I had to fly a quadcopter, which I had never done, and I had to capture video and images at the same time. And I had to learn how to improve my skills through manual and physical trial and error. Out of the box, Phantoms are pretty easy to fly. But we also wanted to give people the ability to practice wherever and whenever they wanted. Because of these, we built a flight simulator into the Pilot app. And this flight simulator also helps the most seasoned pilots hone their skills. And of course, you can go flying when it's raining outside or snowing. And these are flight logs. And we have automated, integrated flight logs in the DJI Pilot app. So this means that users can track their flights over time. They can also see the moments that they've captured during each flight. Now, the Phantom 3 comes in two different versions. The Phantom 3 Professional and the Phantom 3 Advanced. The Phantom 3 Professional includes our 4K camera, which captures video at 24, 25, and 30 frames per second. And the Advanced comes with our high-definition 1080p camera, which captures video at up to 60 frames per second. Now, both versions come with all of the features that we've talked about today. Now, Phantom 3s are available at the following price points. The Phantom 3 Professional is $1,259. I can see from your expressions that's pleasing to you. And the Advanced, the Advanced is $999. Now, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a little while to let that sink in. Yeah.
Here's my credit card.
Yeah. Scoble wants one. Okay, so the main reason we brought you here was to show you what the Phantom 3 can do. But it isn't the only reason we brought you here. In the coming weeks and months, we will be launching a new suite of initiatives spanning development, education, and the global aerial community. So we wanted to take the time to announce a new educational program called DJI University. Now, this helps students, educators, and researchers to take advantage of DJI technology. And we're reaching out to everyone from students to professors to inspire the next generation of scientists, engineers, and creative minds. A part of this educational program will be helping to make sure that everyone can fly safely and smartly. We also wanted to make sure that everyone enjoys our products, whether they're using them in their personal lives or in professional applications. Now, educators and many others can continue to take advantage and develop for the DJI SDK. Now, the SDK was introduced back in November, and it was introduced to promote innovation, creative thinking, and to really fill out the DJI ecosystem. It's already been used to create some mobile applications for the Phantom 2 Vision Plus, including autonomous mapping and some creative applications. And going forward, developers will be able to use some of the built-in features of the SDK to do things like create applications to allow for autonomous waypoint-driven flights, also for point of interest navigation aids, things that kind of arc around a particular subject, and also to create apps that will follow you. Now, developers can tailor their apps to their specific use cases, and this makes Phantoms more and more powerful as the ecosystem develops. Our SkyPixel platform at skypixel.com has already found its place as the home of some of the best aerial content online. And this year, we will start shining a spotlight on some of our most talented members through a contest called Prove You're Worthy, the challenge. And this competition, along with many others, will give the best creators out there a chance to show off their work and to be recognized by their peers. By participating, members can win Phantom 3s, they can win other prizes as well. And in addition to these updates, SkyPixel will be rolling out more features this year, including dedicated events and also customizable brand pages. I know all of you must be excited to see more about the Phantom 3 and what it can do. And I'll invite Zach back on stage to lead us through that.
Thank you, Eric. Eric Chang, everybody. Thank you so much. Incredible. Just spectacular imagery. $1,259. I think I paid that for a camcorder in 1992. You know, I mean, that's amazing, amazing. I want to get one of these. More importantly, I want to show you what this thing can do. So what we've done is we've sent 3 teams and a Phantom 3 all over the world, okay? We have teams in Hollywood, California, Santorini in Greece, and Singapore. And what we're going to do is we're going to go live using technology that is mind-blowing. We're not using satellites here. We're using TVU backpacks. All right, I mean, all this is going to be live streamed into our studio here in New York City right now. I think we're going to start with Hollywood, California, because that's the least exotic of these 3 locales. So let's check in with my man Michael over there. Can you hear me, buddy? We have a little delay, probably.
Hey, how's it going, New York? This is Michael Fitzmaurice here in Hollywood, California. It's a beautiful day here, as it always is in Los Angeles. So I'm going to take you up and give you a look at what it's like here. Hang on, here we go.
All right, these are the Hollywood Hills, I believe. Oh, a little frozen there. That's okay. This is a lovely Spanish-style Art Deco piece available very cheaply this week. Keller Williams Realty will be taking the order. All right, well, we lost Hollywood there. That's okay. Maybe we can...
There. Coming around more. Looking towards Santa Monica, California. Here comes Catalina in the background.
Yeah, you can see all the way to Catalina Island. That's in the...
Coming all the way around towards downtown.
Can you take us to the Hollywood sign real fast?
Downtown LA there. Pretty spectacular.
Pretty gorgeous stuff out there. Hollywood, California. Thank you, Michael. Nice flying, my friend. What I'm going to do is take it from here all the way over to Santorini. All right, we have another team in Santorini, the volcanic island in Greece. Can you hear me out in Greece?
Hello from Santorini.
Hello.
What?
How are you?
We're good.
All right, we're really looking forward to seeing what you can do with the Phantom 3. Take us on a little trip around the island.
Great. We'll take you for a ride down the cliffs. Going to take off now. Here we go.
Can you kind of explain what we're looking at here?
How's that for a view? We're looking at the village of Olbia, which is on top of a mountain, overlooking an old volcano. And I'm just flying over the town to some of the famous blue dome churches. Now going to do a pass back down over the top of the town, and hopefully ending with a nice view of the caldera. I've lost everything.
No, we got you here. It's spectacular. I mean, the seaside village. Anyway, there you go. Santorini in Greece, guys. Incredible, beautiful stuff. Thank you very much. Give us a little quick pan. There we go. I want to live right there, by the way. That looks nice. That looks very nice. All right, thank you so much. What we're going to do now is go to Singapore. Now, they are 12 hours ahead in Singapore, and what they're doing, as you can see, they're having a little launch party at midnight for the Phantom 3. I want to be partying with these guys. How you doing, Justin?
New York. How are you guys doing? We are here in the Lion City, Singapore. We're having a really cool DJI party. It's off the hook right now. I am currently here with a buddy of mine who's been here in Singapore for a few days. His name is Paul. He's from DJI. He's going to tell us a little bit about what's been going on here.
So I've been in Singapore for the past few days, and I've been admiring the buildings, the people, tasting the delicious food, and what I'm seeing is the architecture. Architecture here is beautiful.
It's a beautiful city, Paul. I mean, when you're walking through here, I mean, I've lived here for a while,
Yep.
and there's just so many different things that you can pick out.
Yeah, it's so many different things you can pick out from the ground. But, you know, once you get up in the air, it's a totally different kind of view. And what we're going to do here is we're going to show New York what Singapore looks like.
Paul claims that he's going to blow my mind. I haven't believed him all day, but he says this is going to be absolutely spectacular, so I'm excited. New York, get ready. Bird's eye view of Singapore.
All right, let's see it, guys.
All right.
coming, guys. All right. I think the party wants to see it too, Paul. I think everybody's going to come out and check this out. All right,
Hey, New York.
that came out there really fast, Paul. Paul, now tell me a little bit about what exactly is going on right now.
So what we're doing is we're transmitting live from the all-new Phantom 3 Professional Edition. It's transmitting a HD view down to the pilot and being transmitted through the TVU backpack to New York.
Wait, so this live feed is going all the way to New York right now?
It's going all the way to New York, and we're also shooting in 4K.
That tiny camera up there is shooting in 4K. I also don't believe that.
It's not just 4K, it's completely stable 4K.
Really?
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. Wow, that thing's going really high right now, Paul. Like, wow, the view is absolutely spectacular. I can see all around the bay. There's by the way, that used to be the biggest Ferris wheel in the world. Paul, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's epic, right?
It's absolutely epic. New York, I hope you guys have seen this. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. This is an absolutely first time epic view of Singapore, never been seen before. Thanks a bunch, guys.
Justin, thank you so much. Paul, thank you, guys. Just give it up for Singapore. That's a beautiful, futuristic city right there. Amazing imagery. Thank you, guys, so very much. Wow. Tell that girl to lay off the bottle of Malibu rum, by the way. My goodness. All right. Now, at this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up 3 people who use this technology in their daily lives. And they're very interesting. They're very cool. And we're very honored to have them here. What we're going to do before that, however. Oh, I'm getting this in my ear. Oh, we have another team. Wait a minute. We have another team flying a Phantom 3 somewhere else in the world. Where is it happening? Okay, it's right here in the West Village. That's what I'm talking about. Manhattan, New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, my man Radley over there, show us the Phantom 3 in action. Bring that thing up. Look at that thing, everybody. Here it comes. That thing is beautiful. Everybody wave to the world. I mean, it's quiet, it's slick, it's lightweight, and it's easily controllable. I mean, he's got this pinpoint accuracy with this thing. There it is. How much fun is this? I mean, there you go. Give it a wave, everybody. Give it up for the Phantom 3. I'll tell you what we're going to do here, as Radley shows off his aerial maneuvers, I'm going to see, do you think you can land it over here on this little podium? Can you, like, touch it down? All right. You guys want to see him land it? Yeah, let's see him land this thing. All right, here we go. Nice! Well done. There you go, the Phantom 3. And I mean, you can see how easily controllable that was. It was just hovering right here, and it was pretty spectacular. Nice work, Radley, man. All right, guys, now at this time, I'd like to bring up the aforementioned speakers. They're all very interesting, very cool, and I'm going to let them come up. Mr. Bloom is here, I believe. Yes, are you ready? Now, this young man recently won an award for Best Landscape Travel Film at the New York Drone Film Festival. Of course, the NYDFF, for those of you who know it. He's a respected aerial director and photographer. Please welcome Mr. Paul Bloom. Thank you so much. Come on up.
Hello. Don't walk backwards, you fall over. I'm going to just keep moving my head and look so I can make eye contact with everybody. I'll do my best. I'm very flattered to be asked here. Quite why they didn't want me to speak in London, which is where I live, is bizarre. I had to come all the way here, but I don't mind. Trip to New York is fantastic. I haven't even been flying that long. It's only just over a year that I experimented for my first time with the Phantom, and I'm always looking at gadgets and new ways to help tell stories, because as a documentary filmmaker, I love things that can help me, and I'm a very visual. My way of telling stories is very visual, and so I'm always looking for something special. And I saw a Phantom, and I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, I've never did radio control anything. I think I did a radio control R2-D2 when I was a kid, and that was about it. And I think it's slightly different. But I got one, and I played around with it. And what I then did is I went on holiday, which is quite rare for me. Vacation, as Americans would call it. I call it a holiday. And I went to Thailand. And like any normal person who goes on holiday, I took about 3 or 4 cases of gear with me, because I don't sit by the pool and just read books, I film. And I was going to make a film of this little island that I was on, and I was going to use a GH4 and get a load of stuff. And I did a little bit of that, but I had 2 Phantom 2s with me, and I thought, I'm going to see what I can get with it. And the moment I started filming with it there, it was like an epiphany. Because initially, I was thinking of Phantoms as replacements for helicopter shots, because they're very expensive. There's budgets are always dwindling, and trying to be able to, if you say to a producer, I'd love a helicopter tomorrow. In fact, let's get one for the week. You'll be lucky. No chance. But so that's initially what I thought. It was about aerials. But when I went to Thailand, and this is a segment of what I filmed there, I realized the potential of this. This is a flying camera. It gives you viewpoints and perspectives that you can't see normally. But it also means you can get shots like this one, which could be a jib shot, but it's not. I'm over water right now, and I can keep moving. It's about putting gear where you couldn't normally put gear, and also very, very easily. I mean, I don't know how I could do a shot like that. There's a film project that's been bubbling for a while, and I was talking to the director, and he was going to hire a helicopter to do these aerials, and I said, don't forget that. What we can do is, because it's a war scene. And it was going to be, I said, what we can do with them is we can start up high and then go down low, and then we're effectively like a Steadicam following. These are tools you can't use any other way. For me, this is what's magic about it. So after doing that, I wanted to see if I could integrate it as a tool within my actual proper paid professional work. And I did for 5 months, I traveled the world, 5 continents and 8 countries, filming a series for CNN called The Wonderlist, which finishes on Sunday, which is sad because it's so much work, and finally it's going to be over. We've got a double bill, Sunday night, 9 till 11 o'clock. I think we're going to get amazing ratings. It's not like anything else is showing at that time. When does Game of Thrones start? Record this, watch Game of Thrones. Well, that's what I will be watching it anyway. But initially it was the Phantom 2, and then when I got the Inspire, for me it was totally new, totally way better than Phantom 2 was, because of the technology integration. Before, I had little parts cobbled together to try and get an image and see what I was doing, because it's important to compose properly. And when I got the Inspire 1, it was perfect. And not just that, the ability to just the control and everything about it, all the telemetry, it was a joy. And here, this was in Vanuatu, and this is probably my favorite shot I've ever captured in 26 years of filming professionally. And it's Bill, our presenter, and one of our interviews just climbing up the mountain, the volcano. And it was these sort of perspectives and these sort of shots. These aren't these big, grand helicopter shots. These are shots, there's no other way you could get them. And for me, this was just an absolute joy. Everywhere, you're always looking at how you can improve your storytelling and how you can improve your visuals. It's so important to me for visuals to be strong. And the Inspire 1 and Phantom 2 prior to that has helped me a lot. And what I love about the Phantom 3 is it's taken that technology, and we have our lovely small package, of course, it's a lot cheaper. It just means I can take it wherever I go. My friends know me to go out with, everywhere I go, whether it's going for a drink or seeing family, I always have at least 2 cameras on me. Now I think I'm probably going to be going everywhere with the Phantom 3 on me as well. Certainly on my work jobs anyway, because it is so small and the images are so fantastic. It's an incredible piece of kit, and I've never had more fun flying, or never had more fun filming than when I started flying it. It's just been an absolute joy. Thank you very much.
All right, that was Philip Bloom, everybody. Next up, I'd like to invite Stacy Garlington, who is a photographer as well, well-respected aerial photographer. Please enjoy her work as she takes the stage.
Okay, so they asked me to talk. Then they told me I would follow Philip Bloom. I said, okay, who's that? I had to Google him. Hi, Philip. My name's Stacy Garlington. Don't ever accuse me of being a techie. I'm not. I'm a housewife from Illinois. I was looking for something that could bring meaning and purpose back into my life. I had always dreamt of creating beautiful images, so I bought a camera and took some lessons. I wanted to make my photography more than just a hobby. But how can you stand out? Last winter, I saw a friend of mine flying a Phantom for the very first time. What made his photographs so appealing, I wondered. Something clicked in my head. Nearly every single photographer out there was shooting photos from only eye level. So I went online and I ordered this flying thing, the DJI Phantom 1, knowing deep inside that I would probably just crash it into a million pieces. When it arrived, I ripped open the box and sat face to face with a 2.5-pound blinking, buzzing, flying, technological marvel. That's when I realized I was in this way over my head. So I did what any woman would do in this situation. I read the manual. I practiced often and rewarded myself with chocolate each time I flew. The Phantom became my addiction. Soon after, I bought my second drone. My head was spinning with the infinite possibilities of capturing photos from the sky. My fear of this unknown technology was replaced by fearlessly dreaming of the potential of aerial imaging. I realized that every single photo I took was from a perspective never before seen by any human. Meanwhile, my husband became worried when I ordered my third drone. I was spending far too much time in my woman cave, but my aerial photography was progressing to the point where I was proud enough to share it publicly, which is what led me to DJI's website, where I learned about skypixel.com. It's a great venue to share aerial photos and get inspiration from like-minded people all over the world. In fact, I believe I might have been the very first female to join. Now the website even has me listed as an expert. Crazy. I'm a housewife. So as of today, I've decided to add a fourth drone to my collection, the Phantom 3. This one's going to be a game changer for me. I'm beyond excited to get this baby up in the air. So there are those people that know everything about how a drone works, and there are those that know nothing about how it works. I am the latter. But I do know how to use the Phantom as an effective tool out of my camera bag. So although I will never be a techie, I will forever be a fan of DJI's flying cameras. So this technology has now given us the opportunity to rediscover the world around us, to see the world, the ordinary rather, in an extraordinary way. So thank you for coming today.
All right, please welcome to the stage a volunteer firefighter who has actually used our technology to save lives. This is Peter Sachs.
Good morning, everyone, and I'd like to first thank DJI for inviting me here to speak at this very exciting event. My name is Peter Sachs. I'm a volunteer captain with the Brantford, Connecticut Fire Department. I'm also an avid photographer, videographer, and I'm known mostly for my drone advocacy and legal work. However, in January of 2014, I had the distinct honor of having flown the very first flight ever where a drone became an integral and critical part of a firefighting emergency. A large blaze had broken out at a local stone quarry, and inside that quarry, were hundreds of pounds of high explosives. Unfortunately, there was no way to send a human being in to take a peek and see how close the flames were to the explosives. They needed eyes in the sky. So the chief called me up, asked me to come down with my Phantom, and I did, because nobody really knew whether a massive explosion was about to occur at any moment. In a matter of moments, my Phantom was aloft. I flew over the quarry, pointed the camera downward. The chief, looking over my shoulder, was able to see exactly what the Phantom saw, and at that time, he was able to determine that the flames were still far enough away from the explosives so that it was safe to send in the human being firefighters to put out the fire. That Phantom, that day, saved lives and averted disaster. Since then, our fire department has used Phantoms for many other purposes. The Phantom is perfect for water rescues. The Phantom is perfect for ice rescues. The Phantom is perfect for hazardous material incidents. The Phantom is perfect for deadly live wires sitting on a car with a person inside. In fact, the Phantom is perfect for any situation where the only alternative is to risk human life. Since that historic flight, fire departments across the nation and indeed around the world have contacted me and my department's chief to ask what we flew, how we flew it, and how they themselves can incorporate Phantoms into their departments and into their arsenal of firefighting tools. As a result, they are buying drones, mostly DJI Phantoms, and they're using them. And since they fit into any fire department's budgets, they should be on every fire engine. And I would suspect in the years to come, that will be the case. The new Phantom 3 makes this unique firefighting tool even more useful. Its improved camera, its ability to live stream video to the incident commander, its improved performance and efficiency, and its improved satellite navigation capabilities, along with its ability to fly indoors with stability, makes it even better at doing what it already does quite well. I'd again like to thank DJI for the opportunity to speak today, and most of all, I would like to thank them for providing the men and women of the fire service who risk their own lives to save others with an incredibly useful tool. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, all of our speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015 is shaping up to be the biggest year for the UAV industry and for DJI in particular. We are very happy to have you guys along with us for the journey. At this time, I would like to thank our sponsors, Teradek, TVU, Networks, and Youku. And I'd also like to invite all of you to enjoy some of the interactive exhibits we have around the room, including, which is one of the coolest things I've ever done, an Oculus Rift virtual reality experience from the air over here. You can basically find out what it's like to fly. You know, you put on the Oculus Rift and you're controlling yourself in the air with your head. I mean, when you watch people do it from outside, just people wearing it, it's insane. They look like, you know, they're on some sort of bad bender I don't want to talk about. But I highly recommend checking this out, developed with DJI Technologies and Spark Aerial. Please visit them. Please enjoy our museum as well. We have some refreshments as well. Always welcome to hang out. Plus, please talk to anyone you met or saw speak tonight. Sheldon can discuss some of the photography he took, as well as some of the new apps that we're developing and have developed. Talk to Eric about anything you like, you know, any of our guest speakers. Whatever the case, we're so happy and grateful, and we're thankful for all of you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you very much.